Good morning, my people. How are you all doing today? I am back. That is right. I am off the road. Uh, AAU basketball season has finally come to an end, and now you get to see more of me. Now, for some of you, that's a very good thing, but others of you are probably dreading this. But that's okay. We're all family, and I get it. I totally get it. Just want to give you a quick announcement initially going forward. Going forward, look to hear from me at least 3 times a week. I'm targeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday mornings, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you hear, you will be hearing from me pretty regularly. And if you don't hear from me, please feel free to drop me a message and say, Jimmy, what the heck are you doing, man? Let me know. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're going to jump right into it right now with the 5 Ys, or excuse me, the 5 Ws of an appraisal. So here we go. The 5 Ws of an appraisal: the who, the what, the where, the why, the when. And I've got a bonus one for you too. So I guess it's probably 6, but let's be honest, 5 Ys sounds a lot better. So here we go. Let's jump right on in. So number one, the who. Whenever you see an appraisal report, the first thing appraisers think about is, who is this thing for? Who am I writing it for? Is it going to be written for a lender? Is it going to be written for a private party? Is it going to be end up in a court somewhere? That's one of the first things. Number two, where or what. The what is really interesting because the what speaks directly to what type of value is my client looking for. Okay. Are they looking for a market value, which is typical? Are they looking for an investment value or an insurance value? We need to identify that up front, because each of those can and probably do require a different lens to look through. Where? Well, that's probably the simple part. The where is generally and typically the parcel that is being appraised. So that would be your house. That would be the 12 acres or 20 acres or 200 acres that your grandma left you when she passed away, whatever. That is the where. That's the actual parcel ID. That's the very unique thing that is absolutely unique to all parcels. Okay. Next, we have the why. The why. Now, why is very similar to, it's more of like the purpose. So why are we actually doing this? What is the purpose of this appraisal? Right? Earlier, we talked about the what and the who, but now we're really trying to figure out, why exactly are we doing this? So again, is this going to be a liquidation value? Or REO value? Is the bank trying to figure out, what is this property worth if I take it back during a foreclosure? Are we trying to figure out what's the property's market value? Again, what type of value is very important. We need to understand that, because again, that determines the type of lens we use. See, we went through why, when, very, very important. The when, while all those other things may be very similar, when changes a lot of things. When is this appraisal supposed to be effective as of? Is it effective today, or is it effective 2 years ago? That's the question. Those two, seemingly, if everything else is all the same, if you just change the when, that can lead to two totally different results, two totally different value determinations. So we need to determine the when. And here's the bonus. The bonus is how. Now, I know how doesn't have really a W in it. Well, actually, it does have a W in it. That's why I included it. But it's doesn't really start with a W. But we're going to work with this. Okay. So how really speaks to the methodology used when the appraiser goes through figuring out the value of the property. For instance, are they going to use, there are typically three approaches to value. There's the sales comparison approach, the income approach, and the cost approach. Are all three going to be used? Only one of them? I don't know. That's kind of how we determine that, and that's all explained. Now, here's why I bring this up. I bring this up because an appraiser needs to know all of these. They need to know answers to all of these 6 questions before they start doing anything. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? They need to get going before they actually start the appraisal. That said, uh, that said, it is very important that the appraiser have all this information. So you don't spring it on him when he gets there, when he or she gets there. Okay. Now, how does this affect you as a potential consumer of an appraisal? So here's one example that commonly happens. So say you have you're getting your home refinanced by lender X. Well, lender X appraiser comes out, appraises your property, sends the appraisal in. But you decide that, you know what, I really don't like working with lender X. I'd rather work with lender A. Not a big problem from your standpoint. All you have to do is transfer the appraisal. I just had it done, whatever. Well, the problem becomes the who that we talked about. The appraisal that you did, or the appraisal that was done for you for lender X, was done specifically for lender X. That makes lender X the client. Even though you probably paid for the appraisal, lender X is the client. So unless lender X said, 2 things have to happen. One, lender X has to say, okay, I'm allowing the appraisal results that I received to be used by another lender. That's one. And 2, the appraiser has to basically do another appraisal for lender A. Now, do another appraisal can mean that they actually have to come back out to your property and redo it, or it could mean that they just changed the lender information. That is kind of up to the appraiser, and that's up to their business and the length of time that we're talking, and a whole bunch of other factors that I'm not going to get into right now. But point being, all 5 plus H plus the how, so all 6 of these items are absolutely crucial to every appraisal. Okay, so thank you, Lisa. Good to see you. If you have any questions about anything that I've said, or if you have any other questions about anything else associated with real estate investing or real estate appraisal, put it in the comments. Give me a call and let's talk about it. All righty. But once again, I am back, and I will be talking to you all soon. Have a great one.